Sorry, I was having some issues with Stickam. What's new? I always have issues with Stickam. Hi. Someone's username is Bacon. It's pretty cool. You can't ask us anything on Stickam? Is that for real? There's no chat room? Good. I'm tired. But I'm awake. You have to go to uni in 15 minutes. Good luck in uni. I hope you have a good day. You just got back from a flight. Congratulations on landing and making it safely. Manila is 2 months. I can't express to you how excited all of us in this century are. Second time in Manila. I'm stoked. Super stoked, man. I have not chosen a Halloween costume, but I've had a couple ideas floating around. I could be a skeleton. It's too late to dance. It's 1 in the morning here. On my birthday, I'm gonna be with family, which is gonna be nice. I just want to be with family on my birthday, nothing else. But I think I'm doing something for my birthday on Halloween too. Shout out to the fans in Malaysia. I misread that, I'm sorry. Malaysia. What's crackin' Malaysia? It's my favorite UK city to play in. I don't know. London, maybe. London was really cool. London was insanity. There's a lot of people. I got a teensy bit nervous before we played that show. I won't lie. Berlin is awesome. Norwich was cool. That was the last, I think that was the last show on the tour, pretty sure. I would love to come to Singapore. I heard it's really nice there. I'm sure we'll come back to Berlin. Hamburg. Hamburg was cool. Everywhere was cool on that tour, man. I love you too, Manila. Hi. Hi to PTV something or other. Shara. Brazil awaits us. We await. We await Brazil. That doesn't make sense, but that's okay. We await the day where we can travel to Brazil and make sweet, sweet music for you. Hey, Krista's mom. I think we still have the Philippine flag. Someone has it. Hi, Caitlin. My name is Joel. Your mom met me in Birmingham, and she had a picture with me. Is she cool yet? Your mom is already cool. I would say that your mom's cool. Even if she hadn't had a picture with me, I would say that. Did I eat breakfast already? Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. I ate dinner. I had a really good dinner. I ate at this restaurant called Pita Jungle, and it's basically like just it's like all healthy food. Is anyone familiar with this restaurant? It's really good. And I had a black bean burger. Veggie burgers are great, especially black bean burgers. Thinking about just going full vegetarian. What are you guys' thoughts? I haven't been eating fish at all lately. And I don't like bacon. I don't like steak. Bacon is, I don't even remember what it tastes like. Pretty sure that it's delicious from what I remember. But your body doesn't like it. Bacon is rainbows and unicorns. You've never eaten meat in your life? I don't believe that. I think you are a liar. I think you're lying to me. Oh, that's cool. Your mom's a veggie. Well, you lucked out, Jenny. I'm not kidding you. You actually lucked out. I've thought about that, like, am I going to raise my kids vegetarian, or am I going to just let them do what they want? And I'm not sure yet. Because I want my kids to be healthy, but I don't want them to, like, I don't want them to not do it, or, like, later on in life stop doing it because they had to do it when they were a kid, you know? I don't need meat at all. Your body actually does not need meat. You can get protein in so many other ways. I'm not kidding. Which is like, you have to eat a lot of beans though. But that's alright. I like beans. Tofu. I love tofu. You can do powders too. Like actual protein powders. I do watch Adventure Time. Not on the regular though. But it's good. I've watched The Vampire Diaries. But I don't like it. I'm not into vampire shows. Sorry. Don't like zombies. They're gross. Werewolves are cool. I don't like anything. I don't know. I never really bought into all that vampire zombie stuff. I think it's I don't know why, but I bought into Pokemon. Pokemon was always cool. Jem, tell your mom I said hi. I'm liking this whole mom trend that's going on these past few chats. That's something I like. And I love moms too. I've got this thing for moms. That's going to be another part of my campaign platform for moms. SpongeBob? I just heard some kind of crazy thing about SpongeBob, but I'm not even going to try and explain it right now. My brain is like shutting down. Gangnam Style. That's good. That's a good thing. It's 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 1 o'clock in the morning here, Catherine. 1:30. I mean, 1 o'clock. 1:30. Tomato, tomato. What is SPCP? Sounds like a drug. I like dancing when I'm really hyper. I do a pretty sweet dance moves. A sea tour? Like a tour of the sea? Like we just tour the ocean? Is that what you're recommending? Because that sounds awesome. Southeast Asia sounds cool, but honestly, a sea tour sounds even cooler. We can play for like all the marine life. That sounds like an awesome idea to me. Maybe we'll just do a cruise, and then people can pay to come on the cruise, and then that's how we'll do it. Hi, hi, Danica, however you say your name. Free cruise for the TC family, for sure. That's one of the perks. And you get free alcohol for those of you who can actually drink. I like this plan. It's really coming together. What else should we have in this free cruise? Nutella? Good idea. Ooh, you just said Nutella. I just realized I have Nutella in my pantry, and I think I want to eat it later. I'm not big on pizza, to be honest. It's crazy, but it's too bready. I'm not really into bready foods. I mean, I've had good pizza though. That's for sure. But thin crust pizza is really good. You know what's good is if you can make like homemade pizzas, you just buy tortillas and then you put like a sauce, and then you put all your veggies that you want, or meats if you eat meats, and then your cheese, and then you throw it on the grill for a little bit, and it is one of the most delicious things you will ever try. Seriously. You don't have to like make a dough. You can just do it on a tortilla. I'm recommending that you guys try this. I make good burritos too. Maybe on this cruise I'll just be the chef and I won't play music. I'll just cook for everyone who goes on the cruise. I like coffee, but I can't drink it anymore because I'm not good with caffeine. It just gives me anxiety. So I do green tea because I I can't do all green teas though because the strong ones still make me really like nervous. So I found like the perfect green tea that's doesn't have too much caffeine. Just the right amount. So I can't really tell the difference. Like I don't get shaky. Your mother questions my health. Why is that? I'm gonna question your mother's health. We should both get blood work done and compare. I'll make a $500 bet that mine will be better. Blood party. I'm just kidding. Um, Hi, Cheska and Vanna. Those are some cool names. Don't hear those ones every day. The name Vanna just makes me think of Wheel of Fortune. I love Wheel of Fortune. Does anyone watch that show? Your grandparents do? My grandma still watches it too. She's a wheel watcher. But I think it's great. Geneva, that's a great name. Why would you hate your name? Krista's a great name. I know a girl named Krista. Minia? I don't know. Minia? Minea? Maritoni? These are some unique names. Where are you guys from? Rosette? Justin Louise? Mars? Mars is a cool name. That's Mars. It's Mars, the planet. Jade is a sweet name. Sorry, but it's not boring to me. I already know. I know what I'm going to name my kids, I'm pretty sure. I can't tell you guys that. I don't want you stealing the names. My daughter's name is going to be Yogurt, and my son's name is going to be Potatoes. They're good names, huh? I just think Yogurt is such a pretty name. No, I like names with O's. Not Olga. Mine is Olga. I want to name my daughter Ophelia. Joy. Yeah, Oprah. But it's gonna be my son's name. I'll name him Oprah. And hair gel. That'll be another kid's name. That'll be my least favorite kid. Everyone has one. You can ask your moms. Ask your mom who your least favorite kid is. Or her least favorite kid. She might say you. Hopefully not, but you're the only kid, that means that you're for sure her least favorite. But you're also her favorite. Yeah, I'm mean. Sorry. I have two siblings. Two, like a peace sign. Like that. Or dos. Duh. Duh. I have two also. Daphne, you and I are so similar. We're not so different, you and I. I'm noticing you, whoever said that. It's crazy, like nowadays people just don't have as many siblings like our generation. But back in the day, man, I know so many people who are like older who have like 6 or 7 siblings. Your nana had 16 siblings. It's crazy. How's it possible? Don't you get tired? You know? You must be just popping them out for like a good chunk of your life. Yeah, talk about some hard work. I think I'd cap it at 3. Although like I'm not like I'm the person who's giving birth. I think I'd tell my wife to cap it at 3. And I'd be like, all right, that's good. After 3, it's just like it starts becoming chaos, I feel like. 4 is like a little too many. You know? Although some of you probably have 4 in your family, and it's probably just fine. But I'm saying I would lose control after 4. I wouldn't be able to like contain 4 children, you know? Going anywhere would be just a nightmare. I'd lose it. I'd lose my mind. And then I'd run away to the ocean. With the sharks, exactly. With Poseidon and the sharks. I wouldn't drown because don't you guys know I can breathe underwater? Why do you think I'm so big on marine life? Have you ever wondered if someone that you've met in life has been an angel and then they just disappear forever? And then you hope that you treated that person well? Is that too deep for some? Is this too deep for some of you? Okay, here, how about this question? Have you ever wondered if someone that you've interacted with has been a grizzly bear in disguise and you're really glad that you weren't mean to them so that they didn't maul your face off? It's also another very good question to think about. It's not awkward for me to talk to a computer. I talk to my computer all the time, even when I'm not doing stickams or Tinychats. Stickam sucks. But anyways, I mean, I talk to all the objects in my room. Does that make me crazy? No. You guys are crazy. I definitely talk to my cat, that's for sure. I talk to all my animals. But that's because I'm like a lifelong animal owner, so I've had them since I've been young. People who have had animals for a long time totally get what I mean. I do believe in life after death, to answer your question. I I don't know about love at first sight. I mean, I believe that you can, I don't know. I feel like I've fallen in love with a lot of people at first sight, and then nothing ever comes of it. So I'm not sure about that one. Do you ever see someone when you're just out and about and you just look at them and you're like, man, I'm in love with you. You are you are just perfect, and then that's it. It's like that James Blunt song. Yeah. Doesn't he talk about being on a subway or something? No, he talks about being in Subway, the restaurant. That's what it is. And he's like getting a tuna sub, and then he sees this girl who's working at Subway, and then she gives him a cookie, and then that's when the chorus comes in, and he just sings "You're Beautiful." My favorite movie is Pan's Labyrinth. That's where I got my daughter's name from. I don't mean my daughter, like she doesn't exist yet. My future daughter. How many beanies do I own? That's a good question. I'm not gonna answer it. No, I own like four, maybe five. No, I own more than that. Eight. There you go. Your guitar needs a name. Your guitar's name can be um, Patrick Wiffle. There you go. Patrick Wiffle. Is your hamster a boy or a girl? Boy. Oh, it's a good boy name. Jake. Jake Marshmallow. Jake Marshmallow. That's your hamster's name. I don't believe that Krista's a unicorn. I really don't believe that. Name your computer? This is just getting silly now. Your computer's name is Dr. Tickles. That one's weird. That's just a creepy name. I'm sorry that you got stuck with that name for your computer. Dr. Tickles. Um, I do like Harry Potter. What's crazy is when I had read some of the books and then I went and saw the movies, or the first movie, and then I remember being really like surprised at how accurate everything was, at least for me personally, because all the people who played, the characters, especially like Snape and Professor McGonagall, um, they were like spot on. Snape. You know who looks like Snape is, you guys probably don't listen to this band, but there's this band I like called Nine Inch Nails, and the singer's name is Trent Reznor, and he used to have long black hair like Snape, and they look pretty similar, and they also kind of sound the same too. Like his singing voice sounds like Snape's speaking voice. Does anyone else like Nine Inch Nails? Any Nine Inch Nails fans in here? One, two Nine Inch Nails fans. I feel like some of you are saying that you do like Nine Inch Nails, and you don't even know who Nine Inch Nails is. What makes me happy? That's a good question. Family, music, God, food. I don't know. I think there are a lot of simple things in life that make me pretty happy. Could be something as silly as a really good a really good meal at a restaurant, or a really good talk with a stranger. That makes me happy. What makes you guys happy? The century. That's a good answer. You guys are smart. Telling me exactly what I want to hear. Give you a nickname. Pudding just asked for a nickname. Isn't that a good enough nickname? I'm changing your nickname to Butterscotch. Be careful what you wish for. Your bear is sad. What kind of a bear is it? I do look like a Dementor. You need a Twitter bio? You're demanding. I just gave you the name Butterscotch. Put your Twitter bio as, yeah, my name is Butterscotch. Uh, YOLO. You only live once. Check out my sick butterscotch swag, bro. Yeah, 420. There you go. I just said everything that I cannot stand. There's your there's your Twitter. There's your Twitter bio. I can't rap. That's gonna be a disaster for sure. For sure. Oh, I have a story for you guys. So last night, Sean and Alex and I were at this Pita Jungle restaurant, right? And this kid was walked up and he had Alex's plate of hummus, and he tried giving it to Sean, and Sean said, "Oh, no, 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 that's for him over there." And the kid, kid you not, he goes, "Oh yeah, man, for sure, for sure." Like, but he's this white kid, and he just goes, "For sure." And then Sean just looked at me and goes, did that just happen?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, that." And he kind of looked like a mix between like Justin Bieber and I don't know, kind of dog. I don't know. Anyways, that's my story. Maybe I'm getting old, and that's just what the kids are saying. You know, it could be. I'm older than dirt, man. I'm halfway to. Ooh, this is weird. This is really weird. This will make anyone feel old. You say you're halfway to, and then you multiply the person's age by 2. That will make someone feel real old. I'm halfway to 48. Or I'm about to be halfway to 48. Ugh, that's weird. You know what? I don't feel old, and I really don't think I'm old. I'm young. You're 18? Well, cool, man. You're lucky. 18 is a good age. 16 is an even better age. 14 is an even better age. I'm telling you, man. Enjoy being young while it lasts. I look 14? Thank you. How old do I actually look? Please tell me like 10. I feel like I look like 2 years old. Maybe 3. 2 on a good day, though. Like a zygote. You know, zygote is cool. It's a cool word. Sounds like a futuristic space goat. Am I right? Or am I right? Sounds like there would be like a comic about zygote, like, you know, the adventures of zygote. And that would just be this intergalactic goat adventures. Something like that. Someone should make a comic of zygote, the amazing intergalactic adventures, and then send me a copy, and I'll hang it on my wall. Emma Stone is pretty. I believe you. I'm actually not bored. I'm calm. Name your bear. Your bear's name is Clayton Peanut. I'm planning on becoming president of the Philippines and the rest of the world. I'm doing a world international campaign proposing the idea to the entire world that I become president. And I need you guys to vote for me. What makes me cry? That's a good question. I think I actually don't cry. Here's the thing, you guys are mostly girls, if not all of you. Girls cry a lot. Like I was talking to my sister the other day. She goes, she goes, it's, she's like, I've been doing good. I haven't cried for like 3 days. And I was like, what? Are you serious? Because like guys are like, man, I'm doing good. I haven't cried for like 5 years, something like that. We just don't have feelings, you know? They just don't exist. I cry. I cry when angels deserve to die. Anyone get that joke that I just made? um, people hurting animals. That doesn't actually make me cry. That just makes me very upset. I think guys just get really upset, but they don't cry. If I'm gonna cry, it's gonna be for a really good reason, you know? It's gotta be something like anyone would cry over. I mean, I don't cry over spilled milk. You know what I'm saying? I don't even drink milk. To be honest, I don't know when the last time I cried was. I can't remember. Maybe I'll force myself to cry when I go to Manila. Out of like, but like cry like tears of joy. Like when we land, if we land, and once we land, then I'll be like, I'll just start bawling my eyes out. That'd actually be really funny because then everyone around me would just be like looking at me like, what's going on? And then I bet you people would start to panic a little bit if I was like crying hysterically. But yeah. Are you saying that I belong in a mental hospital? I'm probably gonna lose my mind. I'd say by age 30. I did not cry when I got my nose pierced, but it hurt a lot. But they also pierced it at too big of a gauge. Number one on my bucket list is to cage dive with great white sharks. I feel like I've answered that question about 50 times. I do not eat fast food, and you shouldn't either. That's just my opinion. I don't hate anything. I don't really hate things. I just strongly dislike fast food. Hate is way too strong of a word. I am not annoyed right now. My biggest fear is to be buried alive. It's not something like I think about every day, but you know, when I actually do think about being buried alive and really give it a good thought, it freaks me out. I'm not scared of spiders. I am scared of wasps and hornets. I'm not that scared of bees, but I think it's because I've been stung 3 times by a bee. in 3 different occasions. So I think it's one of those things where, like, it's more the initial fear of the unknown with bees, or it used to be, but now it's happened too many times to where I know that it's not that big of a deal. The reason I don't like wasps is that they, A, are more aggressive, and B, can sting multiple times and not die. They'll just keep going. I have had a broken bone. I broke this collarbone, and it's actually really gross the way it happened. Okay, so, well, the way it happened is funny, but then, like, the way it broke is gross. So this kid who was held back 2 grades, he was quite large, but he was in the 4th grade when he should have been in the 6th grade, and he fell on me in PE class, and I hit the ground, and then I just heard a really loud snap and felt a very immense pain, and realized, oh crap, that's probably something broke, and my collarbone had completely broken, and it went like this side, went over this side, and it went like this, and then pushed into my neck like that. So I could feel like the bone pushing in my neck, and that's probably the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. But they got me on some painkillers, which is like ibuprofen when you're in 4th grade. They don't put you on any of the good painkillers. I did cry. I did cry for that. But you cry a lot more when you're a little kid, you know? You cry when you get bullied. And then you don't realize like you could easily say something back to completely shatter that kid's day and dreams and aspirations. You just don't realize you can do that when you're that young. I would absolutely date someone who hates my band. I think someone who does not like the music that you make would keep you humble. I'm not saying everyone should hate my band. Give you some motivation, please. Justin, you need to live every day to its fullest because you don't know which one's going to be your last. Every morning when you wake up, you need to say, how can I live this day as if this were my last day? How can I completely juice this day like a lemon, get every single last drop of juice out of it? Are you getting my analogy? My favorite my favorite Bible verse is Exodus 14:14. Uh, I don't ever sing my own songs in the shower. I don't think I've ever done that once. I do like chocolate too much. Chocolate is just up there with one of the things I can't really live without. But it has to be dark chocolate. I don't like milk chocolate. You hate dark chocolate? Well, We just don't see eye to eye. That's alright. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I do like wine. I like wine very much, more so than beer. But red wine, I don't drink white. I like water the most. I drink about a gallon of water a day. I do not own an iPhone 5. Advice for a broken heart. My advice would be that it passes. It can just take a while. The best thing that you can do is hang out with your friends and remember all the good things about yourself. I remember like my first real broken heart was freshman year of high school, and I pretty much felt like the world was ending. And now I can look back on that and realize that it was just really silly. But, you know, when you're in the moment, it feels horrible. But yeah, goes on. And you know what's funny is that girl who broke my heart, we ended up kind of dating like years later, and I ended up dumping her. I didn't purposely do it as payback. I swear I didn't do it as payback. Hello, Colleen. How are you? If I was not in the band, I would probably be worship leading at my church, or doing songwriting at my church or something. Or I would be out in the ocean doing marine biology. That was my plan before the band was an option, was marine biology. Your crush doesn't like you? Wow, I think everyone goes through that. Everybody goes through that. I've had several crushes that didn't like me. That's life. There's a lot of fish in the sea. I feel like I'm not very good at baking. First record I ever bought was Third Eye Blind's self-titled record. I got it at a used CD store. I was just a little youngster. Goodbye, Alex. Coke or Pepsi? Man, I know a lot of people are going to be against me on this one, but Pepsi for sure. I know. I'm a terrible person. I like Pepsi. I don't like potatoes. I really don't. They are so, they are so just dry, and the only way you can make them taste good is put butter and tons of garlic. Basically like putting like sour cream and butter and making them super unhealthy. I believe that aliens could exist. I don't watch SpongeBob. I've seen it before. Because this is what I think. I could either watch SpongeBob or I could read a very informational nonfiction book, expand my knowledge. Remember, guys, we're trying to live as if we're going to die. Although, I guess your knowledge wouldn't really matter if you're going to die, so I just shot my own theory down. Go watch your SpongeBob. Live it up. I don't like butter. If I'm going to eat butter or something like butter, it's going to be margarine. I don't even really like margarine. One Direction. Come on, guys. You already know that I like One Direction. I like mangoes. Mangoes are good. I had mango juice every morning in the Philippines. It was an option at our hotel, so we would order it for breakfast, Alex and I. Good stuff. Mangoes are actually great for your stomach too, if you got tummy troubles. Time is it here? It's 2:12. I'm going to give you guys 3 more minutes. I'm signing off at 2:15. I'm going to drink a gallon of water and call it a night. Favorite quote is, most folks are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. And a man named Abraham Lincoln said it. Because I believe that is true. I do not believe in unicorns, but I think they are wonderful, made-up creatures. I like coconut juice. It's wonderful. I'm using wonderful, the adjective, a lot. Apple juice is, I actually don't like apple juice that much. Sorry. I feel like only little kids like apple juice. I feel like only little kids drink apple juice. I feel like that's just something that you just drink by default because you're little, because you're a tiny human, and so therefore you drink apple juice because that's just like your parents are like, well, this is the next logical step, you know. After milk, now we give our kid apple juice. That's all the holistic doctor advice that you get from me tonight. But I hope you guys have a great evening or day or whatever time it is, I guess. Because here it's 2:15 in the morning. I will not personally be using Stickam if I do chats because for some reason I honestly think that Stickam has something against me because literally for it's been like 6 years now. Every time I try Stickam, it just doesn't work for me. There's always something that goes wrong. So the latest thing is that it just doesn't work with my laptop. And I don't know why that is. So I won't be doing it. I'll probably be on Tinychat. Which I don't know why they call it Tinychat, but you have to be tiny to chat on here. Good thing we're all tiny. We're just tiny human beings. Alright. Adios, y'all. Live your life, man. Has anyone seen I Love You, Man? I will see you there. I will see you another time. That's my quote. Anyways, yeah. Stay well, y'all. Good night.